Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Ayana. If you are new here, we are back today with another hair video. Today's video is going to be the real reason your hair is not growing. A lot of times we think it has to do more so with our genetics or what we're putting in our hair. And while those things do play a role, they're not the only things that determine length. And so I just wanted to dive right in and share these tips. So when you are trying to grow your hair, there are three things that you want to look at: hair quality, the rate of hair growth, as well as length retention. First thing, hair quality. If you are growing hair that's just thin, very brittle, that involves getting a checkup, making sure that metabolically and hormonally you're okay. And then supplementing. If you have a restricted diet or just a poor diet, you want to make sure you're taking a multivitamin, a hair supplement, as well as collagen. Really, that's how you make sure you're growing the healthiest head of hair. We're also going to talk about rate of growth now very briefly. And so there are really two things that influence rate of growth. The first thing, you want to make sure that you are doing something that increases blood flow to the scalp. Whether it's physical activity, exercising is going to increase blood flow throughout the body, also to the scalp, or scalp massage. I recommend daily scalp massage, and I recommend using a high quality hair oil. You guys know I love and I use Unlay. This is the hair oil that helped me grow my hair to waist length. All natural hair oils have been studied and scientifically proven to stimulate the follicle cells and increase the rate of growth, like rosemary oil. Mental has been found to prevent hair loss, especially related to DHT, which causes female pattern and male pattern baldness. And then of course there are chemical alternatives to that, such as minoxidil, finasteride. So these things help to stimulate the follicle cells, and minoxidil also helps with hair densities. But again, my approach is always, if we're talking topically, to start with all natural and then kind of go from there. You guys know I cut my hair in October. We are now in April. I'm already back from neck length to almost mid back. So I have grown that hair, and I have, brings us to the third part, retain length. This is where most of us are really getting it wrong. We think it's our genetics. Our hair has been the same length for years. Our mother's hair has been that length for years. And it's really not. You just don't have good hair care techniques. The main things when it comes to retaining length, you want to make sure that you have strong, healthy hair. So you want to limit heat. And if needed, you want to use some kind of hair repair product, something containing protein. I recommend using a mild protein treatment more often as opposed to a stronger protein treatment. And so that's one aspect of length retention, making sure that your hair is in the right condition. Another aspect is decreased manipulation. How you do that is either with protective stylings or low manipulation styling. I prefer at this stage of life low manipulation styling, simply because protective styling done wrong or taken down wrong leads to breakage. With low manipulation styling, it's very unlikely that you're going to have breakage either doing it, putting the style in, or taking it down. And so it's foolproof. You can't really go down wrong. It's easier. So that's my recommendation. The difference between protective styling and low manipulation styling is low manipulation styling really is something that is going to be stay in for about a week or two max. It's not meant for longer wear. And that includes like maybe 2 French braids or flat twists. Usually it's jumbo, so there's less hair manipulation. A bun with the ends tucked, braided and tucked, or twist and tucked. Anything where the ends are kind of sealed or protected is going to be a low manipulation styling. Again, protective styles are good too. I have an entire series on how to properly install and take down protective styles if you want to check that out. But for now, I recommend low manipulation styling. Also, increasing the length between wash day. Some of us are doing crazy work washing every day, every 2 days. I don't care if you're natural, relaxed, or anything in between. That's really not necessary. At the earliest, I would recommend waiting a week in between. When your scalp health is in order, so you're not having dandruff, you're not having dry scalp, you're not having an itchy scalp, you can go longer. I wash my hair every 3 weeks. I have a client that I work with, she washes her hair every 2 weeks. I'm trying to get her to every 3 weeks, and she said, what's the difference really? 2 weeks, 3 weeks. One is about 16 washes per year. The other one is about 24. That's a significant difference in the amount of manipulation, because with every wash, there is breakage. There's not one person who can escape that. It doesn't matter how perfectly you get your routine, and I think my routine is pretty down packed, you're still gonna have some breakage during wash. It's heavy manipulation. If you don't know how to wash and you wash where you tangle your hair up, if you're not using the right products, conditioners that strip and dry your hair, you're gonna have more breakage. And if you are, especially if you go to the salon, but if you're very heavy-handed with the detangling process and you're not taking your time, you're not teasing, you're having breakage. And all of that breakage is adding up over time to really affect your ability to retain length. So if you can increase your time between washes, I think it's gonna make a significant difference, especially if you limit heat as well. I use heat in my hair once a month. So 12 applications of heat per year. And I'm gonna be honest, sometimes I don't even use once a month. So those are the things that really took my hair from this, and I'll have a picture inserted where it was just not moving past, collarbone area. The ends were very broken and see-through, to waist length. I did that right on YouTube, so you guys can go to my first YouTube video and my waist length hair video, and all in between, I did it right in front of your eyes, and I really used the same products, Living Proof, Repair and Restore Leave-In, Unlay Hair Oil on my scalp and on my ends to kind of seal in that moisture and to strengthen the hair. And then I used Olaplex for a short time, and now I use the Living Proof Triple Bond Builder. And that's kind of it. Any moisturizer for me, I find does well. Again, I list the moisturizers, all the products that I use in the description box, so feel free to check those out. Comment any questions below, and I'll see you next time in the next one. Take care.